disaster. What an embarrassing disaster for both ESPN and the WNBA.
But Hailey Van Lith, oh, you gave a bad answer. This is a person who has played the last 2 times she played Caitlin Clark. I'm not joking when I say this. Caitlin Clark put 40 on her team's head.
Tonight was the WNBA draft. The young lady out of TCU has been reunited with Angel Reese.
On the biggest night of her career, Hailey Van Lith didn't just play it cool with smiles and handshakes. She came in swinging. What should have been a night of celebration at the 2025 WNBA draft quickly flipped into straight-up drama when Hailey took a bold public jab at none other than Caitlin Clark. The biggest name in women's basketball. Right there on the biggest stage, Hailey made it personal, and the whole world saw it.
Give flowers to the legend. We're going to start Diana Taurasi. I'm going to bench Sabrina and cut Caitlin.
And just like that, the rivalry sparked back to life. But Hailey had no idea what kind of heat she was stepping into. Critics came down hard. Fans exploded. Social media? It tore her to pieces. Because when you take a shot at the queen, you better make it count. Now, Caitlin Clark, she's locked in and ready to fire back.
While Caitlin is fantastic and I think she's going to have an incredible career in the WNBA, there are women that were worthy of coverage prior to her arriving, and I just will not be silenced when it comes to
May 16th isn't just marked on the calendar, it's underlined in bold red. This isn't just another game, it's personal. The 2025 WNBA draft was meant to be a night of celebration, a moment for dreams to come true, but Hailey Van Lith made sure it was anything but peaceful. With the cameras rolling, the lights blazing, and fans watching from every corner of the country, Hailey didn't just step up to the stage, she stepped straight into the spotlight, reigniting a rivalry she clearly isn't ready to leave behind.
The WNBA is a pretend basketball league with one superstar and 143 other players who go unrecognized at family reunion.
And the person in her crosshairs, none other than Caitlin Clark, the league's brightest star, the reigning Rookie of the Year, and the undisputed queen of women's basketball.
So Caitlin Clark is averaging against her over the since 2023, averaged 40 points per game.
It all began with the little things, a few side glances, a slight smirk, and that confident body language that screamed, "I've got a point to prove." But then came the moment that blew up the entire arena and lit social media on fire. During her post-draft interview, instead of talking about her new team, her goals, or how excited she was, Hailey Van Lith switched gears. She threw some serious shade without ever saying Caitlin Clark's name. But trust me, everyone knew exactly who she meant.
Angel has maintained contact with me. I really appreciate her. We have a very mature relationship.
Lines like, "Some people got everything handed to them, but I worked for this. I didn't ride the media wave, hit the mic like a silent sniper shot. Cool, confident, and direct. It was fearless. It was pointed. And honestly, it was a big misstep because while Hailey was busy painting herself as the underdog, she completely overlooked one major fact. Caitlin Clark has already been through this storyline and came out stronger every time.
I'm sorry. You've pissed off. You've done something that'll piss off the damn psycho. The Caitlin Clark has made made more all WNBA first teams than Sabrina. There's no stratosphere where Sabrina Ionescu is better than Caitlin Clark.
From the moment Caitlin Clark started smashing records, she's been doubted, shaded, and picked apart. Whether it was Monica McNutt or Diana Taurasi, the critics lined up, but Clark never fired back with words. Instead, she let her game speak loud and clear. 30 points, 10 assists, and entire arenas losing their minds. Every time someone tried to bring her down, she just leveled up.
Caitlin Clark is the biggest draw in women's basketball, and without her, many fans just aren't going to tune in.
America sent them a clear reminder. We are not interested in watching pretend basketball.
So when Hailey Van Lith made her move on draft night, she thought she was swinging up, but it didn't hit the way she expected. Fans rushed to Twitter and TikTok calling her out, saying the shade felt petty, bitter, and way too soon. The irony, Hailey hadn't even played a single pro game yet, and she was already taking shots at the very person who put the WNBA on a whole new level. Caitlin Clark wasn't just another rookie, she was the reason this year's draft shattered viewership records. Even ESPN analysts looked shocked.
Hailey Van Lith smiling through the pain of returning to toxic hell. Oh, her face is like the F. Yeah, it's over. HVL is feeling sick. She cut the cancer out and it came right back. Gotta watch Hailey Van Lith stand at the 3-point line wide open while that girl is chasing the new rebounds record.
That wasn't confidence, one panelist said. It was jealousy dressed up. Another added, you can't make your moment shine by throwing shade at the person who made that moment possible for you in the first place. But the moment everyone really noticed, it came from Caitlin Clark herself. No tweet, no comment, just a cold, quiet smile caught on camera as Hailey spoke. That expression, it was vintage Caitlin, the same look she wore during March Madness when teams tried to get in her head, right before she lit them up with a deep 35-footer.
They enjoy watching her play, her style, her energy, her shot. Whether it's because her game mirrors one of the greatest players in the NBA in Steph Curry or not, I don't know what it is. It's an intangible thing, right? Yes, we can say she's a dog. Okay, there's been other dogs. Okay, she's a great shooter. There's been other great shooters. She has it. She's got the thing.
And for Caitlin Clark to have the awareness to drive the eyeballs there, you have to give her so much credit.
It was the kind of look that said it all. Someone who heard every word, took it all in, and was already plotting a response. Not with words, but with action. A performance that would leave a mark. A performance Hailey Van Lith will never forget. While Hailey's comments may have grabbed headlines, they also sparked a massive backlash from fans, players, the media, and even former pros. What she thought was a bold power move quickly backfired. The internet wasted no time picking apart her words, comparing her career to Caitlin Clark's, and the numbers, well, they spoke for themselves, louder than anything Hailey could have said.
Right, and that's what a lot of these women are doing, is they feel like what we have done for this game, this young player has come into our game, and she's getting way more respect and all that stuff than we are. As she should. The young girl is a baller. The young girl has people watching because of the way she can shoot this basketball like Steph Curry. Steph Curry can't dunk. Steph Curry don't do none of that in the game. He can probably dunk by himself, but he don't really do none of that in the game. He is a shooter, and fans tune in to see Steph Curry. When I look at Caitlin Clark, fans are tuning in to watch her, and you know who that's helping? Everybody else. It's helping the Asia Wilsons. It's helping everybody else, the Plums, all.
Let's start by talking about performance. While Hailey had a decent college career, playing at Louisville, LSU, and TCU, she never quite reached the level of dominance that Caitlin Clark showed at Iowa. Caitlin didn't just lead her team, she completely redefined what's possible in college basketball. She became the all-time leading scorer in NCAA history. She led her team to back-to-back national championship appearances, dominated the nation in both points and assists, and consistently put up stats that looked like something straight out of a video game.
Who's going to be the next face of the NBA? We don't get to decide that. The marketplace decides that. The people have chosen Caitlin Clark.
She was remarkable, on top of the fact that she had to deal with so much hate when she got to the WNBA.
On the other hand, Hailey's game, while tough and commendable, simply didn't carry the same level of national recognition. She was talented, but Caitlin was in a league of her own. Then the receipts came rolling in. Social media blew up with side-by-side stats, clips of Caitlin's buzzer beaters, logo threes, and packed out arenas.
Her stats. Let me roll down here to the teams. Louisiana State, 11.6 points a game. She leaves and goes straight to TCU, averages almost 18. The year before at Louisville, almost 20 a game. What does that tell you about her hell that she's got coming? She got away once. She can't escape.
Fans quickly shared videos of Hailey's draft night comments, adding captions like "jealousy speaks loud" and "this didn't age well." Hashtags like "respect Caitlin" or "stay humble Hailey" and "Clark effect" started trending. And it wasn't just the fans who were watching. Current WNBA players began quietly unfollowing Hailey on social media.
What is she doing wrong? What more do you want from Caitlin Clark? Seriously, what more do you want from her? She's focusing on the game. She lifted her team up, got them to the playoffs, won Rookie of the Year, and then also is denouncing racial tensions when she's asked about it. I'm sorry, I don't see anything more that Caitlin Clark should have done or could have done. Listen, if people want to portray and paint the narrative that there are racial tensions in the WNBA as a result of Caitlin Clark, I would say that's their own problem. I think Caitlin Clark is doing the right thing, rising above all of the crap that she's had to endure. The amount of fouls committed on Caitlin Clark higher than any other player, flagrant fouls committed on Caitlin Clark higher than any other player. Caitlin Clark was worried about playing the game, and that is why she got Rookie of the Year. She was not worried about the BS.
Commentators wasted no time calling Hailey's remarks classless, insecure, and a rookie mistake. But the backlash didn't end there. Reports later revealed that Hailey had been passed over by several teams before finally being drafted, with concerns about her attitude and potential locker room drama. One scout even said off the record, "She's talented, but she's no Caitlin, and no team wants a player who brings more drama than points." Ouch.
Like, Caitlin Clark doesn't happen entirely organically. There's a push. What Angel Reese did, she created what people truly need, which is a rivalry.
Angel Reese has done that and did that for Caitlin Clark.
The one thing that I cannot deny is the amount of little girls that were showing up to follow her.
Why her?
Well, but she was a white girl from the middle of America.
While Hailey's comments caused a stir, Caitlin stayed completely unbothered. Exactly how true champions handle things. She didn't post, didn't respond, and didn't address Hailey's jab. Instead, just days later, Caitlin was spotted at a youth basketball camp, coaching young girls, signing jerseys, and snapping photos for nearly 4 hours straight. The message was loud and clear. Let Hailey talk. Caitlin's too busy building something that lasts.
So yes, the WNBA was growing before Caitlin Clark. Make that abundantly clear. But it was growing incrementally compared to the exponential growth you're seeing now.
I remember when the WNBA started. I was thrilled. I was a fan. I couldn't believe it was an opportunity for me, a 5'2", 97-pound girl, to go play professional basketball. That wasn't going to happen for me, but the idea that it existed was special to me. And now she's offering that to not just little girls, but little boys as well. She's spread the fan base. So
what Hailey Van Lith didn't seem to understand is that the WNBA isn't college basketball. There's no room for drama or clout chasing in a league that's finally making real progress. All thanks to one player's hard work, dedication, and humility. So when you step into that space and try to bring down the person who's been the driving force behind that momentum, you're not just making a bold statement, you're taking a major risk. In the WNBA, talk is cheap. Now, Hailey's feeling the pressure to back up her words.
So mostly I'm just excited to get to be around her again. I think we have a lot of similarities about how we carry ourselves and our mindset on, what's important to us. And, she's a dog, man. She turns up the intensity of everybody around her. So I'm excited to be in that environment with her again, where she can pull more out of me than I think I have.
Every missed shot, every turnover, every rough game will be under a microscope. Not because she's a villain, but because she tried to be one before she even earned the right to be considered a rival. Caitlin didn't ask for this drama, but you can bet she's already got her response lined up. And it won't come through words. It'll come through the scoreboard. As the dust settled after draft night's chaos, one thing became painfully clear.
It's a good thing that maybe she's taking this All-Star break off. She's not doing this profession for any of the glitz and glam, any of the extra things. She is here in the WNBA with the Indiana Fever to win championships, to improve her game. And the fact that she was able to decline this, it shows a lot about where her focus lies. Now, Caitlin Clark also just celebrated a birthday a couple days ago. And for her birthday, she was in the gym and she went 50 for 54 from 3 on her birthday.
Hailey Van Lith didn't just start a rivalry. She picked the wrong one. Caitlin Clark, already the face of the league, didn't need to say a word. The WNBA, its players, and its fans spoke up for her. When you take a shot at the most influential player in women's basketball, you'd better bring more than words. You better bring results. And that's where Hailey's already falling short.
Okay, good energy with Courtney Vandersloot. You can learn from her. You're paired back with Angel Reese. There's some good energy you can walk into in Chicago, right? Oh, I love that energy. We're ready. Thank you so much.
Just a week after the draft, Caitlin Clark took to the court in a preseason game and reminded everyone why she's the name that fills arenas. She lit it up with 28 points, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds, hitting deep threes and playing with the poise of a seasoned pro. Meanwhile, the cameras couldn't help but focus on Hailey Van Lith, still in her warm-up gear with no WNBA minutes under her belt.
Most points by a point guard in a season in WNBA history. Most double-doubles by a rookie guard in WNBA history. Most points by a rookie in WNBA history. Most assists by a rookie in the history of the WNBA. First WNBA rookie to record 2 triple-doubles. First triple-double by a rookie in WNBA history. First triple-double in Fever history. The first player to be named WNBA Player of the Month and Rookie of the Month in the same month. First player in WNBA history with 20 or more points, 15 or more assists, and 5 or more rebounds in a game. She won Rookie of the Month 4 times, Eastern Conference Player of the Week 3 times, single season rookie record for assists, single season rookie record for 3-pointers, single game record for assists 19, franchise record for most double-doubles, 3-pointers, career 10 or more assists in a game, franchise record for most career 10 or more assists in a game. Fastest WNBA player to reach 100 3-pointers. She did it in 34 games, most assists by a rookie in a WNBA All-Star game for which she received the most fan votes ever, 700,000 of those. Fastest player to reach 350 points and 150 assists to start a season regardless of years in the league. People will say, pay more attention to the other folks. Like, she couldn't do it herself. You know, LeBron has teammates, Jordan had teammates. I understand.
The difference was impossible to ignore. One player was proving herself on the court while the other was still talking. The WNBA community definitely took note. In a private conversation, one player reportedly said, "You don't earn your spot by running your mouth on draft night. You earn it with your performance." Another veteran weighed in, saying, "Caitlyn brought us more money and exposure. She put eyes on this league. Hailey needs to show some respect."
Angel Reese is the most unskilled basketball player in the history of basketball, in my opinion. She has no skills. She knows that she's not a very good basketball player. That's why she spends so much time half naked and taking pictures and promoting things that have nothing to do with basketball.
Even the league executives couldn't ignore the power of Caitlyn's influence. According to insiders, ticket sales skyrocketed by more than 300% as soon as Caitlyn announced she was entering the draft. Merchandise featuring her name and number made up almost half of all league sales in the past year. And let's not forget about the broadcast deals. Caitlyn's presence alone was enough to bring ESPN and Amazon on board, securing new media deals that boosted the WNBA's primetime coverage fourfold. This isn't just...
People thought there was great momentum. People thought Angel Reese could draw. No, nobody wants to watch Angel Reese. Come on.
We know that the WNBA numbers with her and versus the numbers in the WNBA without her also have a major gap. And this really makes us realize the power of Caitlin Clark, the appeal of Caitlin Clark.
No amount of bold talk from Hailey can match the impact Caitlin Clark brings. Caitlyn's rise isn't just a media trend or a lucky story. It's a revolution driven by stats, unforgettable highlights, and passionate fans. And the WNBA sees it. Teams are rethinking their marketing to center around her. Cities are planning for packed arenas whenever she's in town. Even rival coaches are breaking down her game film like they're preparing for the playoffs. She's not just another rookie, she's the future of the league.
Angel Reese is the most unskilled basketball player in the history of basketball, in my opinion. She has no skills. She knows that she's not a very good basketball player. That's why she spends so much time half naked and taking pictures and promoting things that have nothing to do with basketball.
Hailey Van Lith now finds herself in a tough spot. The pressure she's put on herself is huge. From here on out, every game she plays will be compared to Caitlyn's. Every stat she puts up will be analyzed. Every missed chance will be clipped, shared, and replayed with comments like, "Still think you deserve more spotlight?"
There's so many players who cite you as an inspiration for their games, including Caitlin Clark, who's just absolutely a phenomenon in college. What's that next step like for her?
You know, next steps, gosh, in this generation, right? You have, I think, just so many more challenges of how to handle yourself as an adult, right? You go through that whirlwind of being a senior in college, transitioning into the W, and then the next step is how to become just an even better leader. And so much of leadership, I think, is listening and learning. And hopefully the more she can get connected to vets in the league and just different people and coaches and anyone that she can glean wisdom from of how to just continue to learn how to be as a connected and inspiring leader as she can be. And a lot of that is walking the walk and not just talking the talk. So she's already on her way. But, continuing to have fun, continuing to anticipate how people are going to try to stop her and being prepared as she can be for next season.
And here's the harsh truth. Caitlyn doesn't care. She's not about drama or sound bites. She's not chasing headlines. She's in this to change the game, and that's exactly what she's doing. While Hailey's draft night comment might have sparked some retweets, Caitlin Clark is out here earning respect. One shot, one assist, and one sold-out arena at a time. That's the kind of legacy you can't talk your way into or out of.
Angel Reese is never going to improve her basketball skills. Check this out.
I see you miss layups just like they do and everything, but forget them. Yeah, you know, I mean, I miss layups too. So, I mean,
Everybody miss layups, but they can't get mad if I get the rebound, box me out.
Yeah. Don't be mad because your fade didn't box her out. That's what I say. Period.
I see your miss layups like they do, but forget them. What the fuck do you mean forget them? This is why Angel Reese's game is never going to get better, y'all. Her mom telling her this and her fans are the same exact way. Zero accountability, bro. Imagine this, y'all. You playing basketball in front of the whole world. People have been constantly criticizing your game and you messing up on the court. There's all this film and everything about what you need to do better and what you're messing up on. And your mom is just sitting here telling you, well, forget them. Just forget them, bro. Like, that's terrible advice. Like we see why Angel Reese is the way that she is. Man, look at how her mom is just talking to her, telling her just forget them, bro. But then y'all are so mad that the world doesn't like her and talk so much shit about her, bro.
Right.
And then she's like, oh, everybody misses layups. I'm so tired of this everybody misses layups thing. Yes. A whole bunch of basketball players miss layups, but people are not missing layups like Angel Reese, bro.
Fact.
Statistically the worst finisher in the league. So that means you're last and at the bottom. So that means you're the worst and nobody is missing like you are. God, this is not rocket science. Angel Reese GPA holders, bro. This is not rocket science, man. This is amazing. Y'all just cannot keep it real with this girl, bro. That's why she looks like an unrivaled. That clip that just came out with her getting blocked by Breanna Stewart like 3 times or something, and then she finally made this shot, bro. That's why her game looks like it is not even improved at all, man. And then the whole, you gotta box me out to get the, bro, you should be making the shot, bro. Instead of sitting up here talking about, oh, people aren't boxing you out and all of this bullshit. Like, if you make the shot, bro, we wouldn't be even sitting up here talking about these rebounds and over and that bullshit, man. But it's crazy, bro. It's crazy I came across that clip. I just saw somebody post it today, and I'm like, damn, bro. No wonder this girl does not take accountability.
Hailey Van Lith wanted her moment, and she got it. But in trying to take a shot at Caitlin Clark, she ended up taking one herself. When the cameras turned off and the spotlight faded, all that was left were the facts, the stats, the impact, and the history Caitlin's already made. Hailey's words may have echoed through draft night, but Caitlin's game is still echoing across the league. This wasn't just a rookie rivalry, it was a clear reminder of who's earned the spotlight and who's still reaching for it.
It almost felt like marketers were trying to figure out, like, yeah, we have all of these amazing players and these amazing personalities, but can we push the demographic? And then when Caitlin Clark got to the league, the Angel Reeses got to the league, and they might have been fouled hard. The same thing I saw happen with Shamika Holsclaw, though.
You see my tooth knocked out?
Yeah,
Rookie season, Jewel Lloyd. My tooth knocked out. I still didn't get it.
So how do you?
It's cool.
T-Clark, how do you feel about the fact that all of a sudden it was, oh, it's too physical. Oh, they're going at them because they're stars. What was your reaction to some of the new viewers and fans to the game thinking that the WNBA was too rough?
It was a crazy season because we have never had so much momentum behind our league, so much support, demand, viewership, all that, accessibility. But the craziness that came with the new fandom was rooted in something other than fandom, right? And I think that's very evident to see across the board. In a lot of ways, it has not been about basketball. Like, we can talk about, you know, people getting fouled. I just showed you my tooth getting knocked out. Like, that's been a part of the game. The game has always been physical. I can tell you the amount of times I've left with bloody lips and eyes. I have bruises all over my body, even from the game last night. You can see bruises on my elbow from last night. Like, It's just a part of the game. So there was no targeting. There was no nothing.
Right.
That narrative that got spun into, oh, the vets hate the rookies hate the vets are going after certain players. It's all bullshit. Like, if I'm just gonna be frank, like, it's all bullshit. What it is racism, right? It gets blown up into, oh, they're going after Caitlin Clark, but no, we're just playing one of the best players that's in this league the way that any other best player, franchise player is gonna get played. Watch how Sui gets played. Watch how Asia gets played. Watch how Enrique gets played. Watch how Khalid gets played. Go down the list of franchise players for every team. They be getting fucked up every game. It don't matter what position you are, what color you are, what school you came out of. This is how we feed our families. Our job is to go and win, and if we don't win, what happens? We get fired. We lose our jobs. So
if Hailey thought she could rattle Caitlin Clark with just a mic, she missed one crucial thing. Caitlin doesn't flinch. She answers with buckets. So, as the season kicks off, one thing is crystal clear. Caitlin doesn't need to say a word. Her game speaks for itself. And when these two finally face off on the court, Hailey better be ready because the scoreboard tells the truth. If you're backing Caitlin, drop those buckets, hit that like button, and subscribe for more raw takes and real stories that cut through the noise. The season's just beginning, and Caitlin Clark is already setting the pace.